What is going on, everybody? It is me. It is your old pal. It is the original gamer, CoCo, and I've got one very important question for you, and that would be...
Hey, you got your CoCo 3 yet?
Have you got your CoCo 3 yet? Well, if you haven't, you might still be able to pick one up at Radio Shack, but much like that new Nintendo Classic was the hot holiday item this season, it's very hard to get. People bought it up when we're gouging the prices on it. CoCo 3s, too, very popular holiday item this year, so if you did not get a chance to get your CoCo 3, you might just have to wait for the craze to die down before you can pick one up at regular price now. And what game are we going to play here today, boys and girls? Well, we're going to play a game that I haven't actually reviewed as a dedicated review video. I think this showed up on one of my marathons at one point in time, but I haven't actually done a full proper review. The game is Miss Maze by Tom Mix Software, and if you haven't guessed, this is a clone of Miss Pac-Man, and it's probably the best Miss Pac-Man clone for the CoCo 1 and 2, and come to think of it, I'm not even aware of a Miss Pac-Man clone for the CoCo 3. Now, I'm doing a slightly different way of capturing this game here too. I'm implementing a brand new technology that's called Squiggle Vision. In case you haven't noticed here, you may notice that the picture is extremely wavy. You know, I'm always trying different things on ways to get high quality CoCo captures, and unfortunately this isn't that way. Now this is the same device I use to capture CoCo 1 and 2s with, and I typically capture it via the RF out, and the picture was a lot more stable there. I'm actually trying this one as a composite capture, and that's been somewhat of a challenge. So this is running actually on a real CoCo 3, and I'm capturing it via composite, and this is only the second device I've been able to get that can actually capture a CoCo 3 composite. The other one is this hodgepodge game capture device, and the problem with that one is it runs on the 2-second delay, and so I have to run a very complex setup of extra monitors and all kinds of crap so I can actually see what I'm doing while I'm recording. So it's an elaborate setup that to me is just not worth the hassle. So I just discovered completely on accident that I'm actually able to record composite out through my CoCo 3. And so it's kind of a cool thing, but I'm not crazy about the quality. I mean, if you're looking for the degraded analog look, I definitely have achieved that. But I would like it to be just a little bit less wavy. So we'll have to play with that. Historically, when I ran my huge batch of CoCo 3 videos, and I just finished the first level, how about that? I ran all my CoCo 3 videos through RGB, and I had a really cool setup that Ed Snyder created, and it is it takes the RGB output from the bottom of the CoCo, and he developed a little magic circuit board that would then convert that signal over to S-video, and then you get a really clean output of RGB S-video out, and that is like flawless. And it is so good that the problem with it is that you don't get the artifact color. So this game here uses the red, white, and blue, and the red, white, and blue, the red and the blue are actually artifacts. And so you can kind of see here in the capture, you can see the stripes, you can see the lines between the pixels here. And so what appears as red and blue is actually white vertical stripes with a blank pixel in between them. And that's how you get those colors. So this is a very common thing. The Apple II used artifacts to create its colors. CoCo's arcade mode here, the red, white, and blue mode, using artifact colors. Yeah, so that S-video thing was just so good that it removed artifacting completely. It turned the S-video connection into literally like a very clean RGB monitor. So for me to use that solution would not let this game look good. Now, what do I love about Miss Maze? Well, it's high quality. It's got all the levels. It's got all the animations. It's got the ghosts. It's got the music. You heard the little intro music at the beginning of the level. You know that theme, that Miss Pac-Man theme. It's got all the tunnels that kind of come and go. And check this out. I don't think it does the animation, but it does play the music. Yeah. So we do get that intermission music. I just passed 2 mazes, and this is the intermission when Miss Pac-Man's running around and she's getting chased and she chases them back. Or I forgot what the intermissions were. I think this is actually her meeting Pac-Man and falling in love. But yeah, now you notice that we have the second maze, and it's kind of mirroring the colors of the arcade. The first maze in the arcade was pink. Second one was kind of a sky blue, so we're using CoCo to best emulate those colors as closely as possible. It does have the fruits. The difference here is that in the arcade, I think the fruits actually bounced around the screen. So the fruits here, your bonus pickups, they're stationary, but I think that, yeah, see, there's the strawberry up there. They're stationary, and but they do vary in location. So that's one subtle difference. But yeah, this is definitely a really good clone of the arcade game. Tom Mix Software, one of a number of companies that made really high quality, arcade quality clones for our beloved CoCo. You know, the list goes on. You have your companies like Spectral Associates that you could always count on. Obviously, like Datasoft, SRB Software, Dicom Products. You know, there were just a number, Sundog Systems. There's a number of companies that made high quality CoCo games. Tom Mix Software, a lot of hits, very few misses. I can't think of too many Tom Mix Software games that were just total duds. You know, I'm going to go ahead and just end the maze and see if I can get to a second intermission. But yeah, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Miss Fricking Pac-Man, you know, and a really good one. 4-voice music, or multi-voice music anyways. Had all the theme musics, all the intermission musics. Okay, you guys gonna be stupid? Please be stupid. Oh my god, that was like, woohoo, holy crap. Yeah, so the only thing I'm not crazy about right now is this wavy picture. So this has been a long journey, a long struggle to find a way to capture a real CoCo. You know, I started off doing everything on emulators, and I could have still done this on an emulator. There's no crime in doing that. But I want to try to be as authentically vintage and retro as possible, playing things on real hardware whenever possible. And so, if anything else, you'll appreciate the fact that, you know what, this looks like an old game on an old computer. And I'd say, you know what, you're right. All right, so game over. Does this have a high score table? I don't remember. I don't remember. I've just died. I think that's it. I think it just says game over. All right. Well, I think I've shown you enough in this video. So before we go, how about a quick word from some members of the community and maybe a commercial, huh?
Hi, this is John Linville.
And Neil Blanchard.
We are the CoCo crew. I hope you're enjoying watching CoCo play video games, especially the CoCo games. And when you're done with that, check out our podcast at CoCoCrew.org.
At Gsoft, we make games for the TRS-80 color computer, TRS-80 MC10, and Dragon computers. Our basic games cover the range of genres from arcade, to text adventures, to simulations, to 3D dungeon crawls. This is our latest puzzle game from Japan, Fruit Panic. So come on and drop by our website and download our latest games.
That Jim Gary's always up to something with his games. All right, so that concludes another Color Computer gameplay review video featuring Miss Maze by Tom Mix Software. I will probably play it again when I can get through a few more rounds, but at least I made it to the second batch of mazes. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you've enjoyed this video and you need more of my CoCo videos, guess what you can do? You can actually pick up a copy of my CoCo gaming DVD available on my website, ogStevieStrow.com. It's got over 20 videos and 3 hours of nonstop CoCo goodness that you can play with you anywhere. No internet connection required. Another thing too is if you're noticing on the little slideshow down there below is I'm trying to promote Popstar Pilot by Nick Marentis, the newest game created for the Color Computer 3. 2D side-scrolling shooting action adventure game, arcade quality, all the polish, all the details you'd expect, and a fine quality shoot 'em up from the 80s. Just released this holiday season for 2016. So make sure you check out Popstar Pilot from Nick Marentis. You can get a link to that on my website as well, ogStevieStrow.com. And last but not least, the best book in the history of books is CoCo, Colorful History of Tandy's Underdog Computer by Boise Pete and Bill DeJudas. Make sure you check out that book wherever books are sold, and listen to the CoCo Crew podcast. I'm a little bit late, but I'm listening to the December issue now. So that's it. Miss Maze for the CoCo from Tom Makes Software. I hope you enjoyed it. I have been the original gamer, CoCo. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a like, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, smash that subscribe button. Also appreciate it if you could share my video, share my channel with your friends. Anything else you need to know about me, go to my website down there, ogStevieStrow.com. That will give you links to all my social media. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those things, and send me a message and communicate, all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on gaming.
Hey, you got your CoCo 3 yet?
I got mine. You got yours. Peace out. Bye-bye. CoCo forever, everybody.